What is up, YouTubes and Rahman? And in today's video, I'll be sharing my thoughts, my opinion on intermittent fasting. And I'm not a nutritionist or dietitian, okay? I'm only sharing my opinion with you, and nor am I saying any diet is right or wrong, okay? Every diet works, you just have to do it the way it's supposed to be done for a long period of time for it to work. And yeah, every diet works, there's no right or wrong diet. Okay, so intermittent fasting is something that was trending maybe 2, 3 years ago. Okay, and it's coming back into trend now. Okay, a lot of people are looking into it because people are getting more aware about fitness and health and dieting because of the pandemic situation, and that's a good thing if people are more informed and more aware about what they're eating and how they need to eat, and yeah, overall just what you're doing with your body. So that's a good thing. So I actually did try intermittent fasting for some time, maybe 2, 3 years ago. Okay, and this was before I was onto my fitness journey or my healthy lifestyle, just because I was trying to modulate my body weight, and I felt like this intermittent fasting style of dieting would work with the schedule, the routine that I was in at that time. Okay, so what intermittent fasting basically is that you eat for 8 hour period in the day, and you don't eat for a continuous 16 hours. Okay, so you go into a sort of fast for those 16 hours, or it could be 10 and 14. Okay, there's no rigid rules about it. So you want it to be that range. Okay, you want to fast for those 14 to 16 hours and give yourself an 8 to 10 hour window where you can eat. Okay, and it is believed that it is a good way to lose weight. Well, yeah, technically it can be, because it can serve certain purposes, like it would give your digestive system plenty of time where you wouldn't be putting in more food into it. So whatever food you have in there already, your digestive system would be able to work on it to process and digest and absorb it more efficiently, and it would be less stressed out for the period of time that you would be fasting. And also it can help with insulin regulation. Okay, because like I've talked about insulin before, and the fact that fasting can help with it. So you're going into a fast technically every day, so this fast can help you regulate your insulin if you're suffering from insulin resistance or anything of that sort. Okay, so it can be beneficial in those ways. Now some people might go into believing that since you're only eating for 8 hours or 9 or 10 hours, you can eat whatever you want, and you'll be losing weight because you're not eating for 14 to 16 hours a day. Well, that's not how it would technically work. Okay, weight loss or weight gain, once again, it has to be calories in, calories out. So if your goal is to lose weight, you would want to ingest or to eat less calories than you would be burning, less calories than your maintenance. That is the amount of calories that you need to maintain the body weight, the body composition that you're at. So, I mean, if in that 8 to 10 hour window you are eating over your maintenance, then you won't really be progressing with weight loss or fat loss. Okay, that calorie equation, the laws of thermodynamics are still in place. Okay, so even when you're intermittent fasting, you would need to be in a calorie deficit so you can lose weight. And this doesn't mean that you can eat a pizza and a McDonald's meal in that 8 to 10 hour window and expect to lose weight if you're going over your maintenance calorie intake. Okay, so it's still calories in, calories out. You need to be in a deficit, and it's not like you can eat whatever you want in that 8 to 10 hour window. That you have to eat food if you're intermittent fasting, and go over your maintenance calories, and you would still be losing weight because you're intermittent fasting. Okay, so that's not the way that it works, and it's not necessary for you to be intermittent fasting if you want to lose weight. Again, as long as you're maintaining that overall daily calorie deficit or weekly calorie deficit, you would be losing weight. Okay, so that calorie equation, it's always in place. So calories in, calories out, whether you're intermittent fasting or not. If you want to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. Okay, so you can't just eat whatever you want because you're intermittent fasting, and you need to maintain calorie deficit. Now, something that I don't really like about intermittent fasting is that you don't have enough time to eat, so you're not stimulating your metabolism as much as you should, in my opinion, to get the best results from your diet. Okay, like I think the ideal way, and Coach Greg would agree, is to eat 5 meals a day, and of course you can eat six or more, that's okay, but I think five is enough, and five is ideal. If you can't have five, then four would be the second best scenario, okay, because four is one meal less than five, but you want to eat, say, 4 to 6 meals a day. So that's what I believe anyway. Now, if you're eating in that 8 to 10 calorie window, I don't think you really have as much time to integrate those 4 to 6 meals in your day. And typically, people would be eating 2 to 3 meals while they're intermittent fasting. And I'm sure intermittent fasting works for people. I'm not saying that it won't work, and like I said, every diet works. Okay, so there's no right or wrong diet. All right, so I'm sure intermittent fasting works for people, and people find it sustainable. And if it works for you, and you feel good, and you can perform well, you can do your workouts and overall feel well, then that's great for you. But I'm just telling you my opinion, and I don't think you can stimulate your metabolism as many times as I think would be ideal, because when you're spacing out your meals throughout your day, what it's really doing is always keeping your metabolism active, always keeping it working. Okay, so your metabolism is always working. Okay, so I think relatively that makes your metabolism faster. Okay, for those people who don't naturally have a fast metabolism, and of course it won't be the same for everyone. Okay, everyone is very unique, but I'm just saying in a general sense, I don't think you would be stimulating your metabolism as many times as I think it is ideal to keep it working, to keep it active, keep it relatively faster. And when you're not stimulating your metabolism as many times as 4 to 6 in a day, what this is also doing is not giving you enough opportunity for muscle protein synthesis. Okay, which is basically when your body utilizes the protein that you eat for muscle growth and recovery. And I've done a bit video before talking about muscle protein synthesis and muscle protein breakdown, so you can check that out if you want to have a better idea about muscle protein synthesis and muscle protein breakdown. So if your goal, like me, is to build a good amount of muscle, then you want to give your body more opportunities for muscle protein synthesis. You want to stimulate muscle protein synthesis as many times as you can in your day. Okay, because this is when you're giving your body an opportunity to recover from the muscle protein breakdown, and to induce growth of new muscle tissue. Okay, so if you have similar fitness goals to mine, or overall if you have goal to build muscle, then I believe intermittent fasting won't be the most ideal way for you to diet. Of course, you can do it if you want. I'm not saying that you can't do it, but I'm just saying I don't think it would be the best case scenario, and you would want more time and more frequency with your meals, with the muscle protein synthesis, the stimulation that you give your body for muscle protein synthesis throughout your day. And I just feel like with intermittent fasting, you might be tempted to break that fast. Okay, you might get hungry beyond your window that you have to eat your meals, and then I don't really think that fast would be that effective. And when you're spacing out your meals throughout your day, when your meals are well distributed throughout your day, I think that gives you less of an opportunity to eat between meals, to snack, or to go off the plan. Okay, because you're eating several times. So That's just what I think. I don't think intermittent fasting is something that everyone should do, particularly if your goal is to build muscle. Like I said, I would want you to eat for a longer duration of time than that 8 to 10 hour window that you give yourself to eat if your goal is to build muscle for whatever reason. But again, anyone can do intermittent fasting if you think it's something that would be sustainable for you, or if you think like it would make you focused or adhere to your diet, then go ahead and try it and see if it works for you. Like I said, it does have some pros, but I think one con that it has is that it doesn't give you enough opportunity for muscle protein synthesis, and the window that you have to eat, it is too small for you to eat an ideal number of meals, which I believe typically is 4 to 6. And yeah, so that's what I think. For whom would an intermittent fasting style of dieting would be most efficient? I think it would be for someone who doesn't have enough time to get their meals in. Okay, now suppose you're working 10 to 12 hours, then you're commuting to your workplace, that's taking another 3 to 4 hours of your day, then you're sleeping, of course. So, if you're in such a scenario where you actually don't have enough time to eat, then yeah, you could do an intermittent fast and get all your meals in, get all the calories that you're supposed to get in that 8 to 10 hour window that you're giving yourself to eat. And this way you can get in all the nutrition, all the calories that you require every day, and also you can sustain this way of dieting. And once again, like I said, there's no right or wrong diet. Okay, every diet works, every diet that is in the book, it works. You just have to do it the way it's supposed to be done, and you need to do it consistently for a long period of time for it to give you the results that you want. So, just sharing my thoughts on intermittent fasting, and of course, I've tried it before, so I think I can talk about it a little. And like I said, I was not really into my fitness journey or really focused on fitness or fitness goals at that point of time. But yeah, I think it did work for me because I was having like 2, 3 meals a day. So I think I was restricting my calories the way that I was supposed to. And yeah, like I said, I was just trying to modulate my body weight at that time. So if you think intermittent fasting is something that can work for you, then I would encourage you to go ahead and try it and see how it works. But I don't think it's the best way to eat, and I think that you should be eating for a longer period of time in your day, giving yourself more opportunities for muscle protein synthesis, and overall having a higher number of meals, eating with more frequency than what an intermittent fasting style of dieting would allow you. But it might work for you. It works for people. Okay, people might find it sustainable, and if that is the case, then go ahead and do what works for you and what you can sustain. So those were my thoughts, my opinion about intermittent fasting. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Let me know if there's any other diets or whatever that you want me to talk about. If you want me to share my opinion about them, or just to lay down the pros and cons about them, or just to let you know about what these dieting styles are all about. And as for me, I do believe a flexible dieting style of eating, and eating throughout the day, 4 to 6 meals is the best way to eat. But yeah, that's just what I think. So like the video if you like it, share it, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.